Are you ready to cash out? Stop keeping your monies in your bank account you won't hear. It was reported last week that the federal government of Nigeria, through the Central Bank of Nigeria, will be rolling out a whopping 220 billion naira Treasury bills for subscription. Don't sleep on this opportunity to make money using a safe, transparent, and inclusive financial instrument. Invest in Treasury bills. By the way, what are Treasury bills? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Invest with Chikwesiri. In this platform, I teach smart investment ideas using reliable investment tools and platforms like stocks, treasury bills, bonds, ETFs, real estate, and others. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. I bet you this is the platform to watch out for if you are interested in making cool cash in a smart and secure way. Now, back to what I was saying. What are treasury bills? Treasury bills, or T-bills as they are sometimes called, are short-term debt securities issued by the government to make up budget deficit or to fund a project. In Nigeria, treasury bills are issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria on behalf of the federal government. In fact, let's stop all this grammar. Treasury bill is simply you lending money to the federal government of Nigeria. Imagine an individual like you lending money to a whole federal government of Nigeria. I think you should be proud of yourself to invest in treasury bills. So before you go to price your village lands, let me teach you how treasury bills work. How TB works. That is treasury bills. The government issues treasury bills at a discounted rate and pays the interest upfront, while the investment sum is repaid at maturity. So what I'm trying to say is that let's assume that you invested 200,000 naira at 10% in treasury bills. What that means is that at the point of investing your money, the investment platform or the central bank deducts 180,000 naira, up 180,000 naira, and leaves 20,000 naira for you as your profit upfront. This means that your 20,000 naira investment interest is paid to you upfront at the point of processing your investment or subscription. So this means that at maturity, 200,000 naira will now be credited into your account since you have already taken your 10% upfront payment. That is the 20,000 naira that was given to you at the point of processing your investment. So in summary, you are receiving your interest upfront. Have you ever seen an investment like that? So that is why you must consider treasury bills. The next one is, why should you be investing in treasury bills? Why should you be investing in treasury bills? Number one, safe, as they are backed by the full faith and credit of the federal government. Hence, they are considered risk-free. Number two, easy divestment. If you wish to terminate your treasury bills investment before maturity, you can easily do so, as treasury bills are traded in the secondary markets. So you can easily access your funds anytime. So the number three reason why you should be investing in treasury bills is predictable return on investment. Predictable return on investments. At the time of investment, treasury bills allow investors to choose the duration they will want to invest their monies in. At the time of investment, you already know how much you are going to receive. That is why we said that Treasury bills is one of the most transparent investment options. And the last and not the least, flexible tenor. Being short-term investments, Treasury bills allow investors to choose between 91 days, 182 days, or 384 days as the case may be. This is done to meet investors' risk appetites and preferences. So the next is where to buy Treasury bills. Where to buy Number 1. Treasury bills can be bought in the primary markets. And also, it can be bought in the secondary markets. Yes, secondary markets. So, the first method of buying Treasury bills is through the primary markets. In the primary market, investors buy directly from the Central Bank of Nigeria, and the minimum investment amount is 50 million naira. Remember that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. You will get there. Don't be scared. Also, you have to know that primary market investors in Treasury bills have to buy it only when there is a new Treasury bills issued by the government. And the tenor is always longer, which makes the interest rates more attractive. The primary market auction is held every 2 weeks, especially on Wednesdays, except as advised otherwise by the CBN. And the next is the secondary market, which opens from Mondays to Fridays. In secondary markets, investors can only purchase issues only from authorized dealers. These dealers include banks, discount houses, and stockbrokers. It is good to know that in secondary markets, investors can trade previously issued Treasury bills. That is to say, they can buy or trade off already issued Treasury bills. However, the investment tenor is shorter than the primary market, which translates to lower interest. Investors can use fintech investment platforms like Invest Bamboo, AfriInvest, Trove, and others. The minimum investment amount is usually 100,000 naira, and the multiples of 10,000 naira thereafter. So that will take us to tenors of Treasury bills. So there are basically 3 tenures. Number 1, we have the short term. Number 2, we have the medium term. Then number 3, we have the long term. So the short term runs less than 90 days, and the medium term runs between 91 days to 180 days, while the long term runs between 181 days to 364 days. So as you can see, Treasury bills are more secure, reliable, and dependable. And the most important one is that it's transparent. That is to tell you that you can know your profit even at the beginning of your investment. So my question to you today is, will you be investing in Treasury bills? Tell me in the comment section. I will see you next Wednesday. Bye for now.